check this out, Joe. This is me, DMC, and the place to be. And the place for you to always be at all times, 250,000 days, a million plus billion in a year is Nerdthusiast. Nerdthusiast is the place to be. Take it from me, I know a lot about places to be. And while you're there, like and subscribe. Ruh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Nerdthusiast Poker Podcast. We're back yet again.
What's going on, dudes and dudettes? Today on the Comic Book Shop, we're going to talk about the Hasbro Lightning Collection Power Rangers TMNT 2-pack.
Welcome to the Nerdthusiast Gaming Podcast. Welcome to the Nerdthusiast Music Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Nerdthusiast Movie Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Nerdthusiast Wrestling Podcast.
We're going to pause here.
Sure.
Because I'm not editing these videos. How great is it that the people creating the podcast doesn't have to edit the video? I swear to God, it's the only reason why I agreed to do this.
Son of a bitch. Prior to PlayStation coming out, playing video games was a very nerdy, niche kind of thing. Nerd! That really wasn't accepted in mainstream society. So what do you think the reasons are that the prices of games have exploded?
COVID. Once the pandemic hit, we couldn't keep retro games, retro consoles in stock at all. It was unbelievable.
I forgot. I did do this because I was going to give it to you. I did do it because I was thinking I was going to give you this shirt. Yes!
Donkey shirt!
I did. I'm going to give the guy the donkey. I'm going to give him the donkey shirt. He could rock it. All right, so we're live. We have an interview today. We have our friend here who is, I would say this. If you grind tournaments in the Northeast, you've played against our friend today. We have Michael Martyr here. What's up, man?
How you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Wait, first question. Did you watch this in a theater or did you watch it at home?
Watched it at home.
See, we're done.
I know.
Much better than the movie that we watched last month, which was Mortal Kombat. But I enjoyed it, and we're going to go over a bunch of stuff. What's that?
I said, says you.
Opinions may differ.
How come we don't watch good movies, guys? Like really good movies.
Wait, we have to review The Matrix now?
Yeah, The Matrix.
The new one?
Another thing that killed things before it was Nirvana. They essentially changed music when they came out, and this is going to kick off getting into the 90s alternative, The Descendants, Filmage. Tell me about it. What are your thoughts?
Well, the Descendants are a very personal thing to me. One of the 3 or 4 first punk rock bands I got into. So discussing the Descendants is kind of an important thing for me. This documentary feels like it was long overdue.
So I'm Justin. I'm here on behalf of Nerdthusiast here with Steve Walding of Interstate Motorsport, and we're in his really big toy collection.
Alright, so today we're going to be opening up and checking out the Kotobukiya Mikasa Ackerman 8-scale figure. This is the renewal edition. I really like the work that Kotobukiya does. I have their whole Fire Force line, so I was really excited to add this Attack on Titan piece.
Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? Today on the Comic Book Shop, we're going to talk about NECA's Universal Monsters crossover with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're releasing these figures to celebrate the 90th anniversary of the classic horror films. Today, we get Raphael as Frankenstein's monster, or as I like to call him, Frankenraff.
I grew up in the heyday of Hulkamania. And that's kind of where I got into wrestling. I was through and through Hulkamaniac.
So, I mean, who's your favorite wrestler of all time? We'll get that out of the way.
My favorite of all time would be Hitman. I'm a Bret Hart guy.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
I have a friend that told me that he wrote Bret a letter, just kind of, fanboy letter.
Yeah.
And he gets a response from Bret, and it was like 3 pages of him like discussing, like telling him all about bad things that he went through in life. And I was just like, oh, of course Bret did. Of course he did that.
Of course he did.
June 8th, 1993 was when this was released on Super Nintendo. So we're approaching, 28 years on this, and then September, wait a little bit longer, September 15th in 93 was when it came out for Sega Genesis. But from what I understand, you guys have played the Sega Genesis version, but realistically, we played this on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So the much different from the wrestling games of today or even the last, 15 years, this had a very limited roster.
I liked a lot of it, actually. All the kid stuff was good. Some of it was kind of missing. Like, there was a little bit of... They didn't really talk about the second one too much. The greatest movie of all, the 2016 Ghostbusters, they didn't even reference. I don't know why. Sadly, I've seen that movie more than once, too.
What are you doing with your time? Hang on.
Right.
How do you have so much time on your hands that you can watch Ghostbusters 2016 more than once?
More than once.
How's that possible?
Just to make sure. It sucks as bad as it does.